Hello and welcome to my little bookish corner of the internet. My name is Harriet. Today I'm doing a little bit of an update on the books that I've been reading in November and how I'm getting on with my festive TBR. So if you haven't seen my TBR video for November, I will leave it linked down below, but basically I'm trying to read just Christmassy books in the month of November. There might be a couple here or there that aren't Christmas themed, but I wanted to make it a challenge for myself to read more festive books so I could have some good recommendations for you coming into December and Christmas time. So it's been going pretty well actually. I've been reading a couple of different types of books, all Christmassy and winter themed, but there's some children's novels that I've read and some adult novels as well, a little bit of romance and a little bit of fantasy. So one of the ones that I want to mention that is not necessarily a Christmas book, but it's definitely very winter themed, is A Frozen Heart by Elizabeth Rudnick. This is classed as a YA retelling of Frozen. It isn't a retelling in the sense that anything necessarily different happens within it. However, you do get to see the story that we know from Frozen from the perspective of Prince Hans, which we don't see in the film, and I found it really fascinating. It was a really fun read. I would definitely recommend it for anyone that really loves Frozen like me, or just has a soft spot for Disney and books that are very easy to read, very magical, whimsical. So I'm very glad that I read this one, and I read it so fast as well. I absolutely flew through it. And didn't realise when I got the second hand this is actually first edition, which makes it even nicer. I read another book that is suited for children as well, and that is J.R.R. Tolkien's Letters from Father Christmas. I suppose this is a non-fiction, but it has fictionalised characters within it. So these are letters that are sent from Father Christmas to the Tolkien children. And it's so nice to read this book because there's so many lovely illustrations throughout. Really easy to get through. I read it in one sitting, so you can tell that I definitely enjoyed it. And he did reference a couple of things that were happening during the years that he was writing these letters as well, which I found even more interesting. The first real Christmas book that I read in the month of November was A Surprise Christmas Wedding by Philippa Ashley, who I'm going to be reading another book by her very shortly. I really enjoyed this author's writing, but Surprise Christmas Wedding is following our main character, who is an event/wedding planner, and she's only just starting to really get over her ex-boyfriend. It turns out that the last-minute Christmas wedding that she's not allowed to tell anyone about because it's a surprise is actually for her ex-boyfriend and his new girlfriend. So drama ensues. I really liked the relationships and the characters within this book. I found it very fun, super easy to read, and again I just flew through it. It gave me all those cozy wintry feelings, very festive with lots of descriptions about decorations. And the other book I'm going to talk about briefly is the one I'm currently reading, which is Miracle on Regent Street by Ali Harris. I am just under 100 pages from finishing this, so I'm aiming to finish it tonight, the night that I'm filming. This is a super cute book. It's not necessarily the best written, it's not an absolute masterpiece, but it is very sweet, following our main character who feels like she doesn't really belong in the workplace that she's in. She doesn't feel like she belongs in any friendship groups. She feels invisible. And it's about her journey becoming a woman that people recognise and that people look up to and that are friends with. Her realising how good she actually has it, while simultaneously trying to save the store that she has worked in for the last 2 years because she absolutely loves it. Almost like a slice of history kind of store, and that's why they want to save it. And it's really lovely reading about all of these descriptions about the different Christmas decorations that are putting up and shopping around the Christmas period, as well as the relationships and friendships surrounding our main character. So yeah, those are just the books that I've been reading recently that I wanted to share with you and give you a little reading update. Please do let me know down below what you're currently reading and if you're enjoying it. But that is everything from me today. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you in my next video. Bye!